Is now still a good time to buy a home in Metrowest Boston? With the changing market conditions and daily headlines, consumers may not know what to think. Hi, I'm Cara Elderucci of Properties by Cara at RE/MAX Executive Realty. And despite the negative headlines and rising interest rates, the data reveals an interesting story for buyers and even sellers. So let's dive into my I-495 corridor Metrowest Boston real estate market recap for July 2022. The biggest headline is that inventory is increasing month over month, which is great news for buyers. In fact, our area saw over 18% more single-family homes and condos listed in July versus June. This follows the positive inventory trend we've been seeing month over month in Massachusetts as well as nationally. In fact, nationally, over the last 3 months, more people have put their homes on the market than the previous year. So let's hope that trend continues, as it will hopefully alleviate some of the tremendously fierce competition buyers have been up against over the past year. If this is a trend, let's examine why there could be more homes for sale. First, the number of sales decreased in July by 15% versus June, likely caused by the rising mortgage rates. This has knocked some buyers out of the current market pool. Second, with the high prices homes are still fetching for sale, more sellers month over month have put their homes on the market. Lawrence Yun, chief economist at the National Association of Realtors, further supports that it may be time for buyers to jump into the market by stating, "This is an opportunity for people with a secure job to jump into the market when other people are a little hesitant because of a possible recession. They'll have fewer buyers to compete with." So let's talk about sales. The median sales price in July was $715,000. Median sales prices fell about 6% compared to June, but still sold for about 6% above the average list price. Sell-through continued to be brisk though, with 10 days to offer on average and 19 days on market on average. Price changes, an indicator that we have been watching over the past couple of months, are leveling off though, a 30% decrease from June. The median price for condos was $478,000, a 13% decrease compared to June. However, condos still sold for the same 6% over list on average as they did in June. For the first time in 2022, we have finally reached over 1 month of inventory, which does spell relief for buyers as more inventory comes on the market. However, sellers should still know that we are still in a seller's market, so it is still a good time to list as prices are still high. Whenever there is less than 3 months of inventory, it's considered a seller's market. 3 to 6 months of inventory is considered a balanced market. If you're curious about the market in your own town or would like a no-risk, hassle-free strategy session, please feel free to contact me. I'm Cara Elderucci of Properties by Cara at RE/MAX Executive Realty, and my strategy and service are the key to your dreams.